Hi everybody, I'm back. Hey, shout out, shout out. Woo woo. Hi everybody, it's your girl Tanisha Pint Size Diva, and welcome to It's Hard to Be Me, the web series. So much has happened since the last time me and you talked. Oh my god, are you serious? I am so happy to be back in front of you guys. It has been quite the journey, and I just needed to take some time off to reflect upon me and figure out some things that I wanted to do. I also put online early this week the finale, and then it'll lead into this video so you'll understand pretty much the logistics of what's been going on in my life. With that being said, let me go ahead and dive in. Excuse me for constantly moving the camera. I just want to make sure you get a really good angle. I'm trying a new hairstyle. I hope you like it. Whether you do or not, please let me know. You know my email, plusmodeltjackson@gmail.com. My Twitter at thicknesstn10. That's thicknesstn for Tennessee, and 10 is 2010. That's the year that I decided to open a Twitter account. So, okay, let's go ahead and hop down to business. So many things have happened. Oh my God. Black History Month started out as a weird Black History Month because we lost Don Cornelius, we turned around and lost Etta James, and then we lost Whitney Houston. I'm going to make my comments on those, and then I'm choose not to talk about it anymore. It's some other things that we could be talking about, and I want their legacy to live on as legends, as icons. So we're going to leave it at just that. So let's go ahead and dive in. The topic for this afternoon is remembrance. Do you have somebody you remember? Is some things that you would like to forget? I wish I could forget half the stuff I've done. But I'm going to start with this quote. I'm going to do a Steve Harvey moment. Well, you might not think I'm Christian because of some of the things I'm going to say. But I'd rather put it out there at the beginning that God is everything, that I would not be who I am and where I am or do the things that I do if it wasn't for God, and people praying for me when I didn't have enough dang sense to pray for myself. And I just want to thank everyone who decided to put their arms around me and embrace me as I go through this new transition of my life, coming into my 30s. You know, getting to know who I am and coming into this new life that I have. It hasn't been easy, but I surely thank God for it. So with that being said, let's dive in. Don Cornelius and this passing away, okay, that really hurt my feelings, but I feel like they're going to try to exploit this man because of who he was and how much money he made. I just think that's really, really jacked up. I feel like that Major Johnson needs to be really, really careful as to what he does with the legacy of Soul Train. Yes, you bought it. Yes, everybody know you rolling in big bucks. Yes. It sure is weird how a man who contracted HIV back in the day when he was cheating on his wife still kicking. Must be that much from overseas, but we're not gonna talk about that, okay? But I just caution him to be really careful about what he does with that, because Soul Train can go in so many wonderful directions, and if he decides to exploit it for money, ain't no telling what he's gonna do. On that note, I am through. Etta James, an icon. Let's have a moment of silence for her. Amen. I love Christina Aguilera that did her thing and sung her song, and she sung that song, okay? Regardless to what people say about it, if she sung that song, the only thing I didn't agree with was her outfit. If you're at a funeral, we're going to take that back. In the black culture, we call it a homegoing. If you're at a homegoing ceremony, I'm going to need you to put some dang clothes on and cover your chest. Yes, you do have big breasts, but that does not mean that you have to have them open every time that you get a free opportunity to do so. That's just something I don't agree with. On that note, I am through. Now, Whitney Houston, Lord have mercy. I loved Whitney Houston. I grew up listening to her music. I grew up just listening to her voice and seeing the movies, and just for her to go out the way that she did, I think it's really sad. I think it's really fucked up that the media has chosen her life to... They've chosen her life to make a mockery out of. Instead of them saying, okay, this woman was an icon. She did this, 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 and this. She was an amazing woman. She was on the world to the great comeback. They decide they want to blast her ass and start talking about, you know, all types of different bullshit. And I just feel like that's not right. I feel like it's not fair. I feel like that, you know, you have to really be careful as to what you put out there, because you don't know who's watching you. You don't know who's dealing with you. You have no idea. So you have to be careful. Let this woman live her life. Let her legacy live on in a positive way, because right now her daughter's messed up. her daughter's really, really jacked up, and I feel like that if we don't watch it, she's going to continue to have a drug counselor follow her everywhere she goes. She should not be 16, 17, 18 years old with a drug counselor following her everywhere, and a whole bunch of people that don't know how to tell her no. That's how it happened to her mama. I'm gonna need somebody to tell this little girl no, put a belt to that ass and whoop her ass. Yeah, she 18. Yeah, she grown. You know what? If she don't want to get off drugs and she want to be grown, take the money away. Take the fame away. Let her go live her life and go to college and struggle and get a job, which she's never done. I bet her ass get clean in. And on that note, I am through. So this is going to conclude the first video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I just wanted to keep it real and throw the facts out there. I'm a product of a crackhead parent. My mom was on drugs for years, many, 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 many years. And my mom lost her battle with drugs at 42. And it still bothers me to this day. So I can understand what Bobby Christina is going through. Because we have a parent that all you see them do is drugs. You think it's okay. But it's not okay, baby. It's not your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. You were not supposed to see it. You probably saw some things that you weren't proud of, but they weren't proud of either. But because the drug took over, they didn't know how to handle it. So I say this to anybody that's going through that. Confront the addiction head on. Because once you confront it, they can't hide anymore. And I learned that from Wendy Williams, and I really appreciate her for being so honest and being so blunt about how she felt about the situation and decided not to talk about it anymore. And I'm going to take the same road. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Let's have a moment of silence again for Don Cornelius, Etta James, and Whitney Houston. May they all rest in peace. This your girl, Tanisha Pint-Size Diva, and that's what's up. You'll see me in a couple of days. Holla. Amen.